Hello, welcome to section B of mid-dive year. So let's get back to work. First of all, let's explain what the 7/4 is. So actually you see a few odd time signatures here, so it's good to know what they are. So a 7/4 basically means that there are 7 quarter notes in a bar. So 7, the number 7 here means that there will be 7 beats. And a 4 below means that each beat will be a quarter note. So it's actually not that difficult to get through this section. All you really have to do is to keep a very solid quarter note going. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And for the first bar, you can think of it as something like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, something like that. Let's get to the notes. So you have the basically E-Locrian scale again, so C major, but think of it as a scale that starts on the E. So, but with notes from the C major scale. So E, F, E, and then you play the power chord here. Do the E, F, E again. So picking wise, down, up, down, and down, down, up, down, down. All right. So you can notice that these power chords starts on the N of a beat. So N up 2. And a bunch of others. You may be wondering why I'm using a downstroke. The reason is very simple, because it sounds better with a downstroke when you play a power chord. So do a downstroke. Make sure the note, the sound, when you play a power chord, you're hitting both notes. Make sure the sound is fat and even. Not like, and in this case it's a bad example because I just hit the low note, or another bad example would be, so you're pretty much just hitting the top, the B, so make sure it's fat, like that, alright. So a few more notes from the first bar. You have the D, C, B, and then the A, G, and F. So picking wise, down, up, down, down, up, down. So let me do bar 10 for you very slowly. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So make sure the 16 notes are tight. They're not like, rushed, and they should. Well, let the 16 notes be 16 notes, so do not do something like, that would be too, like, they're totally out of time. So let me do that just one more time. 3 E and 4 E and so keep a 16 note, inside here, or up there, alright? So the next bar, you have something similar, the same groove. And then you have 4 notes here, 16 notes. So F, E, open D, go to the F again. So let me do bar, the second bar of section B for you, alright? So it's a 6/4, but actually you just really need to keep a straight quarter note going. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, something like that. Alright, so let me count in for you. 3 E and 4 E and 16, something like that. So let me stick the first 2 bars for you. 3 E and 4 E and all right, moving on. We have the same groove, so just the groove for bar 12. So we have a 3, 4 here. So we go to the G, F, E on the D string. Alright. So let me do bar 12 and 13 for you. 3 E and 4 E and alright, just one more bar. Well, actually 3 more bars. So bar 14 again, the groove. Alright. So I'm going to stop here a little bit and talk about when you do stuff like that. when you're going down, so when I say down, it's referring to the note. So when the notes go down, what you really have to do is to prepare for the notes coming up. So let's take the first bar. So when I do something like that, you can see my first finger and my second finger are actually prepared. What is unprepared? You are not prepared if you only fret the note when you need to play it, so like that. So it's a very bad idea to let your fingers go unprepared. One good way is to prepare them. So when you hit the D here with the pinky, that instance, try to prepare the rest of the line so that you just need to lift your pinky and then the note should be right there. Something like that. And then when you change string, do the same. So I played A, and then at that instance, I prepare. Alright? So let me do that for you. Prepare. You play the note, and then you prepare. Something like that. Alright, so very slowly. Something like that. It's never like that looks clumsy. So you apply the same principle to basically everything that you play. All right, so that's a little side note. Especially in actually bar the fourth bar of section B. Sorry, one more time. Like that. All right, so it's very important to prepare your fingers. So let's move on to the last two bars of section B. So basically you have a power chord here. It didn't say anything about articulation, so when I do it, I actually try to palm mute it a little bit to make the notes, to make the whole line sound a little bit more, I would say defined, because when you even have everything like that, it sounds like it's kind of muddy, so just a little bit of palm muting over there, just a hair bit, all right, to make it sound a little more defined. And then you may actually hear two lines going at the same time on the A string and then the D. All right. So anyway, the notes, D power chord here basically. So down, up, down. So and a C power chord here with a with the G on top. And then you go further down on the A. So you have the B string here. And then hit the G again with your pinky. So very slowly. Okay, let's just do that much first. What you have to pay attention here is to actually, again, prepare. So you can definitely see these shapes here. But they're just played in a single line fashion. So what you have to do for your left hand is actually prepare these shapes. So when you move down, the shape doesn't change because they're just power chords, right? So make sure they're prepared. And then when you move it there, your pinky should be right there. All right, it shouldn't be like, and you have to go back there. So make sure you move very little. There's no like excess motion. You're not wasting energy. And then my right hand is just all ton of picking. So down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Alright? And a few more notes to go, then we're done for section B. So no more palm muting because it explicitly says I have to light ring. Alright? Light ring. So no more light ring. So you have the A, the power chord here, A power chord, and then the G, and then the G with your pinky. So second to fourth finger. Go to the F. So one more time. Something like that. All right. Alright, that's section B. So let me do the whole thing for you. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Just one point to add, you can see there are a lot of rests there, so there are moments that you really have to stop the note. So, for example, sorry, one more time. So, just before you play the power chord, you have to kneel before you play the power chord, alright? Something like that. So, make sure you do that for whenever you see a rest in the music. So, that's it. For section B, mid of ear, get everything under your fingers. I will see you in the next section when you're ready, alright?